What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Ethan here from Better and Green. Doing something a little bit different today. Got the NASCAR shirt on, Bass Pro hat, NASCAR sponsor of my favorite driver, Austin Dillon. Gonna be breaking down the race weekend here. So we have both a NASCAR race on Sunday as well as an IndyCar race. Been wanting to put out more racing videos over the summer. Just haven't really had time. Been extremely busy all summer, basically every single weekend since mid-May. So usually like to wait until after practice and qualifying to place most of my wagers, but I wanted to come on today and at least just go through some angles I'm looking at. I'm still probably going to wait until after practice and qualifying to officially lock anything in. But just want to come on, break down both races. And racing is something I've really gotten into over the last few years, NASCAR over the past 5 years or so, and then really F1 about the last 2 years. IndyCar really got into it this year, and have just been doing really well betting it. So wanted to get on here, do a little breakdown. So let's not waste much time. I will ask, if you guys are new to the channel, if you enjoy the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We're trying to get 70 more subs before first opening kickoff of NFL season. So help us out there if you haven't already. Smash this like button. And then let me know in the comments who is your pick to win either the IndyCar race or the NASCAR race. But let's start with IndyCar here. We have the BitNile.com Grand Prix of Portland on deck. This is a 3 p.m. race on Sunday, and Alex Palou, of course, the heavy favorite, minus 140. After him, Christian Lundgaard and Pato O'Ward, both plus 750. Both of them McLaren cars. Newgarden 9-1, Will Power 10-1, Herta and Dixon and McLaughlin all 12-1. Kirkwood 14-1, and that will really cover the guys we're looking to bet here. Now, I don't bet the outright market often. I have been dialed in on IndyCar matchups, and there's two that I'm kind of looking at. Colton Herta minus 130 head-to-head with Kyle Kirkwood. I like the Herta side in this one here, and it's probably my favorite bet. So in the past 4 races, Kirkwood, well, he actually didn't race in 2021 at Portland. His last 3, he finished 13th, 10th, and 10th. So not great finishes overall for Kirkwood at this track. Meanwhile, Herta has gone 8th, 6th, 13th, and 4th. He's beaten Kyle Kirkwood head-to-head at this track all but one time in those last 4 races. So I like Herta's recent form at this track. He's in good current form right now. He finished 3rd in his most recent race, 4th in the one before that. So 2 top 4 finishes in his last 2 races. In good current form. Kyle Kirkwood sitting 4th in standings with no shot to win the trophy this year. So he's kind of just in limbo right now. I know he looked really good at the beginning of the season, but not so great in recent form. So I really like Colton Herta, minus 130 in that matchup. Another one I'm looking at here, Will Power plus 120 over Pato O'Ward, minus 150. I do like the Will Power side at the big plus price. And really, here's the reason. Will Power won this race last season. The year before that, he did finish 25th. But then 22, he finished 2nd, 13th in 2021. O'Ward hasn't been too great at this track. Finishing 15th last year. He did have 2 4th-place finishes in 2023 and 2022, and another 14th back in 2021. That being said, Pato O'Ward, well, let's just say this. Alex Palou could lock up the championship here today, tomorrow once this race is going, if everything shakes out right for Palou. Obviously, it looks like he's going to be the race winner. Even if he finishes 2nd, behind Pato, he still locks up the championship. So I think Pato's going to be going all out in this race. He has nothing to lose, everything to gain. And oftentimes, when a driver is trying to make those big moves, unless they execute perfectly, it is going to hurt them. We kind of saw that in the most recent race here. I did have Herta head-to-head with Pato. Pato tried making a few big moves, ultimately couldn't get back around Colton Herta, and we cashed that one into the 3rd place finish on Herta, 4th on Pato O'Ward. I just think Will Power coming off the win here last year, not necessarily in the greatest form, but I think Pato, like I said, is just going to go all or nothing, go for broke here, try to win the race and put some distance between him and Palou. Like I said, he has nothing to lose, so I actually like the willpower side at the plus 120. My favorite bet is probably that Colton Herta minus 130 matchup with Kirkwood. Again, though, I will wait until practice and qualifying is in the books just to make sure Herta's car is as fast as what I think it's going to be. Guys, let's move on to NASCAR here. Go bowling at the Glen, Watkins Glen race on deck. And of course, Shane Van Gisbergen is the favorite, plus 150. Connor Zilisch, plus 500. And then a couple of road course warriors, McDowell, Elliott, Bell, Larson, Allmendinger, Briscoe, Byron, Busher, Gibbs, Tyler Reddick. They've all been decent on road courses here. But honestly, I'm just not going to overthink this. I'm, like I said, not a huge outright bettor. Shane Van Gisbergen, plus 150. I think it's a great price. And I actually would bet this before practice and qualifying. He's likely going to put it on the pole. He's like minus 140 to win the pole. The only reason he's even probably at plus money right now is because the rookie phenom Connor Zilisch is racing in the Cup Series this week. But I don't think he has the speed and necessarily the, not the talent, but the experience to match Shane Van Gisbergen here. Van Gisbergen is just a road warrior. If you don't watch NASCAR, he wins on the road. He has 3 road races this season. Not great on ovals, so he really has probably no shot to win the NASCAR Cup Championship. But he is an incredible road racer, probably the best we've ever seen. So plus 150, I think the only reason we're even getting that price is because Zilisch is racing. They're both racing Xfinity. I would look for Zilisch to get the Xfinity win. That means more to him than it does to SVG. I think SVG comes back in the Cup Series to win the race on Sunday. He lost this race last year in the playoffs. Busher moved him on the final lap to get around him. SVG ended up finishing second. He has voiced his opinion on that. I think this one means a lot to him. So plus 150, I think it's a very bettable price on Shane Van Gisbergen. Other than that, I would be a little bit cautious of Chris Busher. I know his numbers are great here. He's the best average finish. He won last year in the playoffs. In the Gen 7 car, he has 3 top finishes in the 3 races at Watkins Glen. That being said, he is in a tight battle with his teammate Ryan Prix right now on points to make it into the playoffs. Unless he's in position to really go out there and get the race win, I think he's really going to be focused on just finishing better than Ryan Prix. So I'd be cautious on Chris Busher. It looks like a really great number on him for a top 10 or a head-to-head matchup. I think he's offered against Briscoe on most books. I'd be cautious on Busher. But yeah, I have locked in the Shane Van Gisbergen. I actually got a 151 on him, so locked that in. Again, I'm looking at Colton Herta in a matchup for the IndyCar race. Potentially looking at willpower over Pato O'Ward. And then I would just look at some matchups on these road course guys, Allmendinger, McDowell. If you can get a advantageous matchup against a guy who's not great on the road, like Denny Hamlin or some of the bigger names that just aren't as great on the road courses, that's the way I would look. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was beneficial for you. Let me know in the comments who your picks are to win both these races. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hope you guys profit in both of these races. Look forward to doing more of these videos here in the future, so stay tuned if you are a NASCAR or IndyCar or F1 fan. Guys, have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.